So overnight, the price of Bitcoin and the crypto market has come crashing down. With a single tweet from Elon Musk, helped by the main man Vitalik Buterin, the market has come crashing down. So I wanted to quickly make this video because I think it's really interesting to discuss what this means for the market as a whole, where it's going, and how you can use this to your advantage and make an opportunity out of it. And if you haven't already, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, which is fantastic for this tiny little channel. If you could subscribe and smash that like button, it'd be great to have you guys on the journey. So let's dive in and discuss what's happened. So Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets plummeted by around 300 billion overnight before slightly rebounding after Tesla billionaire Elon Musk and Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin sent shockwaves through the sector. Now, believe it or not, it was actually Buterin who sparked this off, the cryptocurrency billionaire who created Ethereum, for those of you who don't know. He suddenly moved over 2 billion worth of cryptocurrency, and then that was accelerated by Elon Musk tweeting about Tesla and Bitcoin and its future. So Buterin donated 1 billion in Dogecoin inspired meme tokens to the India COVID Relief Fund and a range of other charities, and he also moved 1.3 billion worth of Ethereum tokens from his main address to a separate wallet. Now, the Dogecoin he was actually gifted, so he didn't really lose any money, he just gave that money away, which is a great thing to do. And of course, India really needs it at the moment with everything that's going on there with COVID. Now, the fact he's moved this Ethereum to his own wallet, well, it kind of suggests he might be looking to take some profits, which really scares everybody. But in general, I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, the guy's still holding an awful lot of Ethereum. Why not take some profits? He's worked really hard. But it's never a good sign for a stock or a cryptocurrency when the founder is taking profits. And uncertainty isn't fantastic for the market. So because of this fear that he was going to cash out his holdings, it's knocked down the price of Ethereum, also Dogecoin. Because of the worry that he's going to cash out from his cryptocurrency holdings, it's knocked down the price of Ethereum from its highs over $4,000, and it's taken Dogecoin with it because Dogecoin is based on Ethereum. But in general, this, coupled with Elon Musk, has hit the market on the whole. And if we take a look at the price of Bitcoin, you can see it's dropped down rapidly, minus 12% in the last 24 hours, and it looks like it's on a sharp turn down. Whether this is going to boost back up, we don't know. But it could be a great opportunity to buy, and things are on sale, as people would say, but it could be the start of it falling. And if we look at Dogecoin, the price has fallen rapidly. I was just watching Graham Stephan's video the other day with a Dogecoin millionaire, and I was thinking to myself, I would definitely have taken profits at the high, cashed out. I think it was over 2 million, and of course now his losses are going to be ginormous. Again, people would say this is a great opportunity to buy, but just proceed with caution. So Buterin started it, and then it was led on by this tweet from Elon Musk. So yesterday, Elon Musk tweeted this: Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We're concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transitions to more sustainable energy. We're also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use under 1% of Bitcoin's energy/transaction. And he's also gone on recently to post this tweet about the energy trend usage over the past few months, which you can see is off the charts. Now, I think there's two things to bear in mind with this. One, I don't think that this tweet has come from Elon Musk. I think that it's somebody on his board and his policies that have forced him into this position. With Tesla selling so many electric cars, they have to be really responsible about what they're doing to the environment. And obviously at the moment, we don't have enough solar power to power all of the electricity needed for these things. So I feel like that's definitely where it's coming from. The other obvious thing that everybody wonders, why would he do this to the market? A normal person, if they were going to tweet this, would have sold their share in Bitcoin, let it drop down and buy back in. But obviously there must be a lot of eyes on him that he can't manipulate the market to make massive profits. Although I do think people are definitely doing it. There's a lot of YouTubers that will announce a coin and within minutes it's gone up 70%, and you wonder, are they making profit off the back of this? Are they manipulating the market? But someone as big as Elon Musk just can't afford to do this. Now, for those of you wondering what a gas fee is, you're probably thinking a cryptocurrency doesn't use gas. Isn't it just all computers and electricity? Well, a gas fee is just a terminology used for the amount of energy used to process a transaction. In a nutshell, gas fees are payments made to users to compensate for the computing energy required to process and validate transactions on the blockchain. Gas limit refers to the maximum amount of gas or energy that you're willing to spend on a particular transaction. A higher gas limit means you must do much more work to execute a transaction using Ethereum or smart contract. And essentially, the more Ethereum is in use and the more people are buying and trading it, especially with these small coins on the rise like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, it's going to drive those fees up. And this essentially needs much more energy to operate, which is where he's coming from. Now, this does create some opportunity. As he mentioned in his tweet, we're also looking at cryptocurrencies that use under 1% of Bitcoin's energy and transactions. So what does this mean for you, and which coins could be worth investing it into? So I'm going to quickly mention 4 coins that I think are worth investing in and holding for the future, and they're part of my portfolio and ones I personally hold. Now the first one I'm holding is EOS. While EOS has a value of about $2.50, it only costs a penny to manage a transaction. Now the next one I'm going to mention is Bitcoin Cash. Now there's a really big community around Bitcoin Cash who believe it's so much better than Bitcoin. It's much more practical and the use cases of it are much better. The value of the Bitcoin Cash fee is minimal and comparable to the value of the cryptocurrency itself. While a token goes for over $200, the fee is around 10 cents for the transaction. The cheap rate allows for Bitcoin Cash to go forward and be easier for people to transfer between parties. So that's also a really viable option. The third one I'm going to mention is Litecoin, which I also think is a really great option. It's much easier to mine than Bitcoin. It has a value of over $40 and the transaction fee is little as 20 cents. So it makes it all more appealing. The other one to consider is Cardano. It's on the rise. There's some really good projects based around Cardano and the fees are really low. And that's one of its main USPs to compete with Ethereum. So they're 4 coins I think you can definitely add to your portfolio in the hope that maybe one of them gets picked up. But long term, they're all also really good viable projects. They've also got good value and they could be going somewhere. And they've got potential for the future. Now it is important to note that Ethereum 2.0 aims to solve the issue that they're having with gas fees. So the sooner that comes, the better, but it's also bad news for miners. Because their idea is they're going to move over to a proof of stake network, which essentially means rather than people buying it, you have to stake it. It's all very complicated, but it basically means that the fees are going to come right down. So that could solve some of the issues that they're having temporarily and make Ethereum a good long-term project. So Ethereum is definitely something that I'm holding for the long term, because I do see it going over $10,000 in the future. When and where that will happen, we're not sure, but I think it's going to happen. So the question is now, is it a good time to buy cryptocurrency? Well, when the market panics, it does drop and it usually bounces back. So with a big drop, it can always be a good time to get involved. But to be completely blunt with you guys, nobody in their right mind knows where it's going to go from here. They're all just best guessing. It could rebound and you can make a quick 10 or 20%, but we just don't know. It could be the start of the fall, and that's really scary. That's why it's so much better to average into the market. You can buy these dips, you can buy some of the highs and meet somewhere in the middle. So that's really what I'd recommend doing. And I think based on this mini crash and what's going on, it raises a question about cryptocurrency on the whole. I think cryptocurrency is a fantastic project and it's got real legs, but it does need to reach a more stable point in the future. I think these massive surge in small little coins really doesn't help the price of anything, because like we see, it's had a massive impact on the fees. And really what's important to remember is cryptocurrency on the whole has to reach some kind of level where it's much more stable to be used by everybody. If it's going to be the currency of the future and it's going to have this mass adoption, for one, there needs to be stability in the price. For everyday people, yes, for us, we're looking to make money and we're looking at it as an investment. For everyday people, they don't want to put maybe 10 or 50,000 of their life savings into cryptocurrency and know that they could lose it overnight. Yes, it could double, but at the moment they could lose a fortune. So it really needs to stabilize with low fees to get to the point where everybody can use it. The other thing that has to happen in my eyes before it can be widely adopted is it can't be manipulated by just one person. It's really scary how much Elon Musk can manipulate this market. And just compare that to the dollar or the pound, and that just can't be used for mass adoption. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's time to buy and everything's on sale, or do you think it's time to run? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.